Get your hands off me!
Wake the hell up, kid! You really think these grunts masterminded what went down last night? Of course you don't. So what the hell kind of revenge is this? Use your brain for 2 seconds. What was that weird fog yesterday? And what's Armada got to do with it? Something's up here, but you gotta get to the root of the problem. Unless you do that, you'll never avenge your friends.
Why do they only get voice acting when they die? Oh my god!
Don't look.
Oh my...
Guessing you're some of Armada's honchos, yeah?
But of course.
They just got the Atom Smasher treatment. What the hell?
What do I have to say to convince you? Mom loved this town so much, and so did my friends. So please, help me kick those bastards out of our town and make things right.
Oh, Aaron.
Finally dropping the pride, huh?
I've got one condition.
Huh?
We ain't killing anyone. Goes for that pair of Armada execs, too. We either force them to retreat, or hand them over to Heiyue.
You've got to be kidding me!
If you were a member of Heiyue, I wouldn't stop you. But right now, you're just a nobody. Ain't gonna let a kid who's still finding his way become a murderer.
Man, even with stakes this high, he never really changes, does he?
Hello everybody, and welcome back to Trails Through Daybreak.
Well, Aaron, Arkride. The outsiders may be dangerous, but you should be wary of Elder Gion as well. He's Shang-Shuola, a force of nature. Furthermore, he's also the oldest of Heiyue's elders who have ruled this town. You would be wise not to underestimate him.
Why do you think he warned us about Lao Ye? Good question. John did give me that kind of vibe, though. I also have a feeling even one of his young Zhou would put up a hell of a fight.
Yeah, they seem to be as fearsome and force as Yin.
Whatever, we're better off focusing on Armada anyway. Much as I like to call the shots, though. You're in charge now. So what's the plan? First off, there weren't enough thugs to do for... First off, there weren't enough thugs at the warehouse for that to be all of them. Me and the rest, and maybe those execs, gotta be somewhere else.
So you think they have another base in the city? That makes sense. They need somewhere big to prepare their forces.
There aren't many places they could be, though. The eastern quarter's out of the question, and Heiyue's got their eyes on the new town. After all the shit that went down in the docks, we can probably rule that out, too.
What about the naval port next to it? Though, that would mean the Navy is somehow involved in all this, which is concerning to say, at the least. That's definitely a possibility.
Well, damn, the little lady's got a dark imagination. I would have thought Heiyue's had the Navy in their back pocket by now. What do you think? Dan's been guessing the same Navy. Dan's been greasing the palms of the Navy for a while now. As far as I know, they're still loyal to Heiyue. They got folks on the inside too. Something this big wouldn't go unnoticed.
You see, that option's off the table then. The Navy being bribed by one group and not the other is hardly comforting though.
Well, it's just past 4. We've got time left. It's time for a practical exam, kiddo. I showed you how we work last night. You got till this evening to find us those mobsters.
Huh?
My instincts are telling me we have almost all the pieces we need to find their other base. But I've got just a hunch that we're missing... Reset your brain, dude. But I've got a hunch that what we're missing is something only you can find. You lived here the longest and know this place scent like the back of your hand. So we'll back you up, but I'm handing you the reins on this case.
Sniffing around like a dog isn't my style.
But what the hell? I'm not about to pass up a chance to steal your thunder. Ain't you a smartass?
I'll need to catch my train later, but I can help until then. Then what are we waiting for? Let's go!
Fine with me.
Oh jeez, they just keep doing the rounds.
We are not finishing Chapter 2 today. Hell, we're not finishing Chapter 2 before Withering Waves comes out by the looks of it. Alright, well, Newtown, it looks like there's nothing for us to do
Taking off
there.
now.
So let's clear out Newtown then.
Hey, did you see? There's a new movie!
Apparently something... Wait, what? That's the same. Getting unusual afternoon traffic. Now the cops and the Bracer Guild and Hayway are on the move, the people are a bit less anxious. As long as people feel like they can kick back and enjoy movies again, I can be at ease too.
The world keeps spinning and I'm stuck to the department store like a street light. Every day is the same old, same old. My life is utterly mundane and it just keeps repeating the beats over and over. Where did I go so wrong? Am I doomed to live a meaningless existence?
Right.
Thank you for visiting the Cowan
I heard about the incident at the harbor. It's so awful. Just when I thought that racial terrorism was a thing of the past. I hope this all comes to an end soon. I want customers to feel safe while they're in our department stores.
Please step on up.
After what happened in the harbor district, I'm worried that there'll be a negative effect on imports. The harbor's where all those goods come in. These constant acts of terrorism are going to throw off all the ship's schedules. How's this all going to affect my business?
Thank you for visiting the Cowan department store.
Did you hear about what happened at the harbor district?
We hope
I know there was some kind of fight there, but I don't know any of the details.
Why have there been so many incidents lately?
Evidently there was another incident in the harbor district. Given everything that's transpired, I'm worried that there will be pressure to clamp down on weapon sales. And just when they were on the rise. Why does this man almost look like... Because of the many straps he has on his pants, they almost make him look like he's wearing pajama pants. Like, bro, you got them PJs on? Yeah, he's still got everything on him that I gave him, so that's good. Yeah, let me give you some headphones, like that'll... No. Give him cat ears. No, I hate that shit, to be so honest with you. Tactics. Nothing to change then.
We hope you enjoy your stay.
The Song of Determination. There was another incident at the harbor. Projects like mine are always so fragile while they're in their infancy. These constant delays can prove fatal. At this rate, the nutritional supplement projects may be shelved before it ever gets off the ground. I can't believe we were hoodwinked by Armada. They had a dummy company in the harbor district all this time. Those will always spell trouble for non-Calhoun group companies. The tenant issues alone are a headache. People in the financial and real estate sectors are going to be even more wary of Armada from here on. If they keep pulling stunts like this, it'll start having an adverse effect on the economy here.
If you're looking for Fawn, you just missed him. He left with Ashin a few moments ago. I don't know where they're headed, unfortunately. It sounded urgent. Oh, Fawn did ask me to deliver a message to you. He said, thank you for all your help.
Right.
Ain't it really funny that Howard Wang, you know, the Aaron's voice actor, voiced two red-haired dudes in anime games around like the same time? Because I think Trails to Daybreak came out around the same time that Honkai Star Rail released Wuka, right?
So
Did
this
they?
is the Great Spire,
I think so. Anyway, they're both mostly about fighting and being loud. The negotiations with Tolan ended on a positive note, so I can go home with my head held high. I'm sure we'll have many roadblocks ahead of us, though. There are a number of them in the world of trading. I've heard about the trade disruption, Mesrodom, and the growing mafia problem here. The world is a dangerous place. We'll all have to tread carefully.
I heard something happen at the harbor district. The police and the guild supposedly have their eyes on that place now. So far, nothing out of the ordinary has transpired here in Newtown, but that may very well change. It's about time I headed home. This was a fun sightseeing trip. Last night really put a damper on it, though. I wish I could have helped out somehow. I think I'll try to find a place I can donate to when I get back.
Hansa and I have a similar mind. He understands the gravity of the situation perfectly. We're steadily approaching an era of change in the world, and we have to be on top of it if we are to survive.
Okay.
Every one of the gangsters who was at the harbor has passed. This isn't how I wanted things to end. Although it's hard for me to imagine that this was all the gangsters in Langport, the numbers, they just aren't adding up. I doubt Armada would hide any remaining grunts, given how disposable they clearly are to them. But perhaps they found another way to use them.
Well,
Elaine is operating independently at the moment. When you're an A-rank racer, sometimes it's more effective to go out and investigate on your own. The other two bracers here are following her example. We'll find the location of their hideout by dividing and conquering.
Heard something happened at the storehouse in the Harbor District. That place is on my route today. I'm starting to regret my career decisions. Hopefully I won't be running face first into danger. Thank you again for yesterday, Yao. You've grown up so much. You're welcome, Mommy. Thanks for playing with me. I'll let you get some sleep now. You need a nap. Oh, I think I'm okay. I'm wide awake. Are you sure? You threw your pouch instead of the ball. I think you should hit the hay. What? But my pouch is right... Maybe I need some rest after all. Have a good nap, and here's your pouch back.
So...
I can't believe I threw my pouch instead of the ball. I guess I'm a little drowsy today after all. It's a good thing I have a son who always looks out for me. I don't want Mommy to push herself too hard, so I'm gonna let her sleep. Otherwise, she might conk out while we're heading home.
Well, where'd you next?
looking for something to drink? Really?
Things are back to normal around here, so I'm not as depressed as I was in the morning. Glad I didn't call in sick. Doubt that thought even crossed the pasta guy's mind, though. He has so much passion for his job, and I'm just here for my paycheck.
People my age will never forget that horrible incident all those years ago. I was just a bright youngster back then. But due to the reconstruction, I was blessed with many opportunities for prosperity. In fact, I may even have been able to ride the waves to the top due... I may have only been able to ride the waves to the top due to the turbulent tides of that era.
You there! How's some pasta sound?
Welcome!
This Eastern cuisine is delicious.
Evidently, there was some trouble at the harbor. I'm worried about everything that's been going on in the city, but that doesn't mean I'm going to pack my bags and leave. I'm going to keep working for Kawuno as usual. I want to help him. We'll just have to believe that the bracers will keep us safe.
Well, it seems that Winston is offline, so I'm just gonna make myself appear offline again too.
After living in Langport for many years, I've come to realize there's more conflict here than at Longley. However, this is the first time there's been so many incidents. I'm concerned about where we're headed, but now's not the time to fret. I'll put my faith in the braces.
I feel like the two of us are even closer than ever going on this trip. We'll be heading home in a bit, but I definitely want to go on another trip with her soon. I enjoyed taking in the sights, but the highlight of the trip was the tail end of last night. Darren was there for me when I needed him most. I'm so happy I agreed to go on this trip with him. Next time, I'd like to see a place that really feels like Calvard. The Revolution Festival is coming up at the end of the year. Maybe we could go to that.
A festival is never good in a trail series. They always end in disaster.
Then let's head over.
Let me take a drink. Drink. I need a fucking drink. So, there's a side quest we gotta go pick up, huh?
Right.
Let me make sure I got the guide all nice and set up. Alright. Let's go check out what that quest is.
Kids are always
Now, what's it
full
say?
of energy.
Oh, just a monster, huh? Okay, well, nothing specific there. Just gotta go fight a monster and not forget.
I must do all I can for them. Ah, welcome. I recognize you all. You came here with Arsene yesterday, correct? Aaron! Thank goodness you're okay. We've all been worried sick about you.
Well, you can quit your worrying. As you can see, I'm fine. So, were things okay here yesterday?
Yes. Everyone in the theater last night. They were all unharmed.
Good to hear. By the long face, then.
I'm saddened by Sei and Huang's passing. Naturally, I knew them well. Those two came to watch our performances with their friends many times. They even helped out here.
Damn. Yeah, I remember.
And now they're just gone. They'll never see any of our shows again. I wanted to honor their memory, so we're adding a section at the end of our performances tonight. All the performers will join in prayer and offer up flowers toward the sky. We're in the middle of putting things together as we speak.
You're really going out of your way for them. This all sounds like a good idea to me.
Thank you. It's the least we can do for them. Unfortunately, there's one small problem. You see, there's a particular flower I want to use. It carries a symbolic meaning that's perfect for the occasion, but I haven't been able to find it at the marketplace.
Have you considered importing it?
I thought about it, but I wouldn't have the time to do so before the end of the day. I'd like to do this during today's performance if possible, and I really want to do it with the specific flower I had in mind.
Okay, so what's it called?
The Spring Lily.
That one. First I've heard of it. The spring lily comes up sometimes in folklore. It's a rare flower that grows deep within the eroded cave.
Its petals are light green and they glow ever so slightly. Their innocent light guides the spirits of the dead to the Heavenly Mother, or so the tale goes.
Gotcha. I get why you want to get that.
Do you guys think we can help him?
I don't know. We're kind of in a hurry. If we happen to stumble up upon it, though, we'll try to bring them to you.
Thank you, Aaron. I appreciate it.
You ain't fooling anyone. We can tell you want to do this.
It's said that the spring lily grows deep within the eroded cave. If you all end up going there, please look for it. Although I suppose there's little reason for anyone to head there under these circumstances. We managed to conclude this morning's performances without incident. I'm glad people were able to enjoy them as usual. There's no need for you to be concerned with us, Erden. Do what you need to do.
I wasn't worried about you guys in the first place. You guys aren't the type to lose hearts so easily. Stop hiccuping.
True enough, I suppose. We all want to see you on the stage again soon. So promise me you'll make it back safely.
Sure thing. I'm already itching to make my grand return.
Well,
I know you have things to take care of, but we believe that when you finish your business, you'll come back to the stage and take the world by storm once more.
Excuse me, Aaron. About your friends, I'm...
Still freezing up, eh? Well, I know what you're trying to say. Thanks. Don't worry about me, alright? I'm gonna be gone for a bit, but I'll be back. That's a promise. Although I don't know if I'll be able to take the stage the same way I used to.
Aaron, I believe in you.
Finally managed to get the words out. It's one less thing for me to worry about. People were raving about my sword dance. I just tried following my instincts this time, and I ended up performing better than usual. I'm finally ready to challenge you, Aaron, so don't go and get yourself hurt out there. Alright, tough guy. You're on. Till then, keep practicing. You'll need it if you want to beat me.
All the young members of the troupe were able to give their all earlier. Even in the midst of a tragedy, we still have to entertain our audience, to give them a reprieve from the harshness of reality. That's why I'm so proud of everyone here. If you're worried about us, Aaron, don't be. Just come back to us safely, alright?
Right.
Finally found my way of sword dancing. That's why I want to challenge Aaron again. And this time I'll win.
The performers went all out for this morning's show. They poured their hearts and souls into it. I could feel their impassioned spirits, as well as their desire to share their radiant energy with everyone in the Eastern Quarter. We, the audience, and they, the performers, truly become one. And that's a sensation you can only get in the theater.
As I understand it, there was an incident out here while I was at the inn. I might have underestimated yesterday's phenomenon. Perhaps I should be getting back home. It's not like I can do much else here anyway, other than, well, spend money. I've fallen in love with Eastern culture all over again. I'm definitely going to come back, and I'll probably bring a friend with me.
Well, it's been fun, but I must be off now. I think I'll hop on tonight's ship and head for the Central East. Elysium sounds like a lovely place to start. Perhaps after that, I'll challenge myself with a trek of the Northern Vallis. Both spots are a tad unstable, so they're not popular tourist destinations. I mean, they're likely chock full of discoveries to be made.
Hey, hey!
You know what? That's something to do, actually. Because there's only one more side quest left.
Gotta keep this up.
Yeah, there we go.
Rank up. Damn, that's pretty generous.
Prevents ailments 75% and 300 HP. Well, will be useful when I run into that kind of situation. You know what? I really hope you didn't hear that. That was kind of gross. You probably did hear it. Clear as day, though.
After last night, I realized I gotta protect what's precious to me, and that is this store. The Eastern Quarter's been through some tough times, but my predecessors always pulled through and kept the store up and running. And they passed the torch to me, so I'm gonna make damn sure I carry it to the end.
I'm relieved to see my husband's finally motivated. Guess my scolding did the trick. By the way, I heard that Hayaway is on the move. Let's hope they get to the bottom of this. In the meantime, my husband and I are going to do our best to live up to Hayaway's expectations and ensure this business continues.
Make the bar our last place to visit.
The older people in town have confused expressions on their faces. They are troubled over something from the past. Apparently, but they haven't let me in on their secret. Regardless, I'll do my best to calm their nerves.
Oh, Heavenly Mother.
Oh, Heavenly Mother, have mercy on us. Please calm the tyrant's rage. This must be our punishment. Langport. Langport is...
You okay, pal? What's with all the doom and gloom?
Van, Aaron. Oh, it's just so cruel. You shouldn't have to bear the weight of our sins. Why must you suffer for our wrongdoings?
Everything's going to be okay, ma'am. No one here is suffering.
That mist brought back memories from that horrific day 40 years ago. I'm certain his fury has rekindled due to the taboo. This is all divine retribution for our sins. I'm so sorry that you will all pay the price.
I'm totally lost. What do you mean by taboo and divine retribution?
I mustn't say. This city's indomitable. History will be buried with us. It cannot be passed to the next generation.
Okay, well, if you don't want to share, we won't force you. In any case, we'll take care of the mist.
That's right. We've even gathered a few weeds on it.
You can leave it to us. I'm not gonna let anything happen to this city. So keep your chin up, pal. I can't stand seeing you like this.
I understand. Thank you for reassuring me. You've grown up so much, Aaron. You remind me so much of her when she was younger. Promise me you'll be careful. You and Aaron are the most dependable youngsters I've seen in a very long time. Don't let the sins of the past hang over you. Just look forward and do what you must to protect our city. I hope you take that to heart, Aaron. Stay calm and face that which lies ahead. I believe you can overcome this without losing yourself.
I came to pray for luck. Then two back-to-back incidents happened. Not a good sign. At this rate, I'm worried something might happen to me on my way home. Should I make a hasty retreat or wait here patiently?
Oh, Goddess, tell me what to do.
The preparations for the funeral are complete. It will be held tomorrow. I hope that this ceremony will give the people some much-needed comfort. Yeah, give my bros a good send-off. I want them to go on their journey in peace. I plan on settling the score before then. Very well. Just leave things here to me. It is our job to put the people at ease and provide guidance for lost souls. By the way, am I the only one who felt like the older civilians were familiar with last night's strange phenomenon? Now that I think on it, I believe my predecessor mentioned something about a taboo. I finished the funeral arrangements and greeted the families of the deceased. Tomorrow we will be sending them on their final journey. It will be an open casket funeral, and there will be time for you to come up and say your goodbyes. Please do come back safely, Aaron. Your friends would want you to be here to see them off. Sid, I promise I'll get revenge for you and the rest of the bros. So hurry and wake up already. Please. I want to be able to tell you about how I beat their asses down.
Once the salve wears off, you won't be able to move for the next half month, give or take. I'll stay with you through the duration of your rehab. I can promise you'll make a swift and full recovery, but only if you make it back in one piece.
And I will, Doc. I'm not planning on getting any more injuries. I sure as hell ain't dying. I'll get back on my feet in no time at all. So you got nothing to worry about.
Very well. I'll let you be on your way then. But allow me to leave you with some parting words. The truest of threats often come from the places you least expect. Be vigilant of your surroundings and of yourself. The mist from last night reminded me of what transpired 40 years ago. The elders had the same thought as well. Don't be distracted by the enemy in front of you, Aaron.
I can't believe you're actually using that salve. Not even the Zhang shoulders alter that stuff. As Dr. Lan Kai explained, it's made from a combination of dragon bones, soul moss, and divine powder. When it's applied, it hits all the vital points of the body and injects an abundance of energy into them. The backlash is immense. Are you sure you want to use this? Damn right I am. Compared to the pain my bros went through, this ain't a goddamn thing. I'm gonna put those bastards through hell. If 2 weeks of rehab is what it takes to do that, then that's the price I'm just gonna have to pay. I can see your mind set. I won't try to stop you. Just promise me you'll make it back alive. If you need any pain medication, you let me know.
Tasty.
My noodles?
Aaron, I'm so sorry about staying long. They were some of the nicest guys I knew. They enjoyed my noodles so much.
I know they did. And don't worry, I'll make damn sure they're avenged.
Gotcha. In that case, I'll whip up the best noodles you'll ever eat and cheer you on. Go get 'em, Aaron. Teach those assholes a lesson.
Hey,
I've still got my sights set on them gullible Imperials, but with Hayaway on edge, I probably ought to pump the brakes. I might be better off setting up shop in the Empire or Crossbell at this rate. Maybe I'll lean on my connections in the capital a little too.
kids are always so full of energy.
I'm getting goosebumps again. It's just like yesterday. I talked to Pal about it, but she didn't know what was going on. I don't know what to do. What would the fortune teller lady say? My daughter told me she got goosebumps before the mist came out. I've also noticed Pal's been lending an ear to my daughter for a little while now. Pal seemed especially on edge this morning. A rarity for her. Something strange is going on, I just know it.
What is that?
Why,
I heard there was an incident at the port. It's not good. Back-to-back crises will lead to a drop in tourists. That would be devastating for merchants like me. We get most of our sales from them.
Really?
Last night, an older customer told me a little-known fact, and I think I should share it with you. Everything that's transpired in the last 2 days has been eerily similar to the commotion in the Eastern Quarter 40 years ago. Apparently, Haley is going to handle it, but I don't know how.
I couldn't find any info about the mist, but I did learn an interesting tidbit about something unrelated. Apparently, Hayaway did some covert antiquities trading recently, utilizing a trade route that they don't normally use. I don't want to stick my head into their business any further, but it's eyebrow-raising for sure, especially after the Harbor District incident. So Armada wasn't the only ones looking into antiques.
What the hell is Hayaway up to?
Thanks for the tip, Jingan. Might be best to steer clear of this whole affair from here, though. You don't have to tell me twice. I'm not about to go poking the bear. I love taking risks, but not when my neck is on the line.
It's so dangerous these days.
I assume you're looking into last night's incident? Damn right I am. I'm not waiting for Hayaway's slow ass to move. I'm gonna go out there and settle this whether you guys act or not.
I thought as much. I haven't received any orders to stop you, so I won't stand in your way. However, I will issue a warning. Hayaway never stays its hand without reason. If they aren't making any moves, it's because the Elders already have a play in mind. Thanks for the heads up. But I don't give a shit about what they're up to. It's got nothing to do with my plan to avenge my bros. Understood. I respect your resolve. Then do what you must, Aaron.
What would the Elders not want you to act? We should get to the bottom of this.
I'm merely an escort, so my opinion doesn't count for much. But I don't care for the way the current Elders deal with Aaron. It's worrying. At least Fan expect good things of him.
At the on-site inspection, Detective Dart and I saw the traces in the murder weapons. We managed to get Hayaway to open up about the autopsies of the victims, and we hit the bullseye. Turns out the weapons used by Armada ringleaders are even more dangerous than we imagined. They were acquired via a special route. Detective Dart's hunch was right on the money. I thought Hayaway would be coy when answering our questions, but they were surprisingly forthright. Although it wouldn't be out of character for them to have merely been testing us. Regardless, we'll take all the info we can get. We must ensure the safety of the citizenry by any means necessary.
Oh, good stuff right here.
I just finished making a delivery to Dr. Onkai's place, and now to focus on my usual business. Is what I'd like to say, but I find myself distracted with worry over the mist from yesterday. It's clouded my thoughts.
The breeze here feels so nice.
The strange mist last night reminded me of the darkest days of my life. The most awful memories will stalk you wherever you go. They will only give up the chase once you enter the grave.
Go, go, go!
There's been even more murders. Can't believe it. I feel for the victims. If I find out that Hayaway was involved in any capacity, I'm gonna bust their door down.
Those murders would never happen if Hayaway was out of the picture. They attract criminals like flies to shit. I heard there was a mafia-related incident at the storehouse. Not that it matters to me. Been a pretty big nuisance, though. How to do much of anything with all these cops and braces. Murders just keep happening. The antique sellers are all terrified, and I'm right there with them. I'm not sure if the Mafia is responsible for all this, but if they are, I really hope someone clears them out. I heard about the murders at the storehouse. There was a similar terrorist attack in the harbor located in the northern part of the Republic. Seeing two of Calvert Harbor cities come under fire is definitely nerve-wracking. More and more trading companies are turning to that private military company for protection. I don't really blame them, but knowing who their primary investor is, I can't help but feel wary.
The next boat's arriving.
No rest for the weary.
Wait, what? Some of those gangsters were killed. Why is this the first I'm hearing of this? What the hell have I gotten myself into? Damn it. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I can't exactly go crawling to Hayaway for help.
There's been more murders, and they have occurred here at the harbor. Goodness me. I suppose it's time for us to go into crisis management mode. These terrorist attacks don't appear to be slowing down. After what happened at the storehouse, I want to strengthen security. Thankfully, the people above me agree. They seem adamant about working with the police now. Alright, I guess we're going to end the rounds here. So I'll thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one where... Well, no, let's get this scene out of the way first, actually. I'm surprised that you're already out and about. Shouldn't you be resting? I got myself a quick fix. It'll come back to bite me in the ass later, but I'll deal. So what's going on with you? Y'all wrap things up on your investigation? For the most part. We didn't get much out of it, unfortunately. Are the gangsters... They didn't make it. That's 5 more lives claimed by Armada. Oh. Like Giacomo, they chose to step into the darkness, and they got swallowed up by it. It's just a natural consequence of following that path. No need for you two to feel responsible for what happened. Van, I know I can't afford to dwell on this subject any more than I already have. There's something else that's been bothering me, though. The numbers just don't add up. Yeah, I noticed that too. What are you two talking about? They must be referring to the total number of gangsters. No way last night's murder spree was done by only 5 random dudes. The storehouse is pretty big. Think some of them might have been hiding in there? Doubtful. We searched the place from top to bottom. They must have another hideout then. The guild and the police came to the same conclusion, but we have no idea where it might be. We're in the same boat then. Armada's managed to fly under Hayaway's all-seeing radar, so we don't know jack. It's almost like they vanished without a trace. I don't know. I don't even know if Armada was actually here. We've only seen those 2 executives so far. If they really plan on going to war with Hayaway, they're going to need much more manpower than what they've shown. A handful of part-time gangsters aren't going to cut it. Regardless, their lack of activity is certainly a cause for concern. If the war on Hayaway thing is just smoke and mirrors bullshit, then it all makes sense. Perhaps they intend to send them on a wild goose chase, chip away at their will to fight, then come in for the kill. That sounds like something they do. If my theory is correct, then I don't think Langport will see any large-scale attacks from them. We'll see any more large-scale attacks from them. Even if you're right, I still can't let things end like this. Those murdering bastards crossed the goddamn line. And I'll make sure they pay. Aaron. Well, we can't do anything about it until we get more leads. I'm going to reach out to my contacts and see if they found anything. I'm not going to tell you to stay out of this, but try not to do anything crazy, okay? 'Cause every night I will save your life.